It's my honor to introduce Michael Brown, a man of many talents. He is a licensed professional counselor, a licensed marriage and family therapist, and diplomat in clinical hypnotherapy in Richmond, Virginia. He spent 4 years in Catholic seminary, training in LSD, psychotherapy, ritual and ceremonial experiences with Native American healers, 4 years training in psychosynthesis, and 2 years association with the Monroe Institute. He has written 3 books, 50 articles, led 200 wilderness vision retreats, and conducted 300 weekend workshops. Yesterday afternoon, he conducted a workshop here at the Fellowship in which participants had a wonderful opportunity to experience transformations of consciousness. Today, he will be sharing with us songs he has written and playing such instruments as the guitar, harmonica, flute, and harp. So please join me in giving a warm fellowship welcome to Michael Brown.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't know if I really need this, but we'll try. I'm not sure it was on, actually, when you were singing. Is there a switch on this?
It's on.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. When I was invited to come this morning, Dick asked me what I'd like to do. And I've done a lot of lectures, and I've listened to a lot of lectures, and I've forgotten a lot of lectures. So, actually most of them. So when I have a chance to spend time with a group, I like to do experiential work. I like to touch people. Yesterday I had a wonderful time over at ARE addressing a group of people and sharing some thoughts and some experiences. And then yesterday afternoon here we did a little workshop. It was really fun and a wonderful time of sharing. But I wanted to do some music for you today. Dick asked me what I'd like to do, and the theme that I had was nature and the human spirit. I've done a lot of different kinds of workshops. I still do a lot of different kinds of workshops. But the ones that I revere the most are in nature, and how interesting, the second week in Advent has to do with a voice in the wilderness, crying out your truth, whether you're alone or with others, and being funded by the power and beauty and the lessons and the drama and the dynamics of nature, which we often are quite cut off from. So along the way, I've written a lot of songs for different instruments, and I thought I'd share a few with you. The first one is called The Wilderness. Instruments are sensitive to temperature. We come from the cities, the suburbs and country, women and men, young and old. We leave the culture, security and comfort to get back in touch with our soul. We are the hunters, the hikers, canoeists, birders and fishermen. We come to backpack, to gaze at the vistas, to camp or take pictures or swim. So we go to the wilderness, we go back to the land, to seashores, prairies, and forests untrammeled by man, to experience naturalness and to have solitude. Through beauty, adventure, and wonder, we are renewed. In the maybe the house is for sale. And deep down inside, we need to be inspired to believe in ourselves evermore. We need to uncover our inner resources so we can accomplish our most cherished goal. So we go to the wilderness, we go back to land, to seashores, prairies, and forests untrammeled by man, to experience naturalness and to have solitude. Through beauty, adventure, and wonder, we are renewed. In the wilderness, we can confront what we fear. About living and dying, our values get clear, and the sacred draws near. Usually harmonica here, but I couldn't find it. So no harmonicas, all right. Nature provides us with a great many lessons and symbols to help us along. Trees struck by lightning, smashed and uprooted, still reaching up to the sun. New life generating from the dead and decaying, the peace that comes after the squall. In life's changing seasons, there is rhyme and reason, and we learn we're an integral part of it all. So we go to the wilderness, we go back to the land, to seashores, prairies, and forests untrammeled by man, to experience naturalness and to have solitude. Through beauty, adventure, and wonder, we are renewed. In the wilderness, we can confront what we fear. About living and dying, our values get clear, and the sacred draws near. When I was thinking about what songs I might sing and what instruments I might play, I was thinking about kind of doing a seasonal cycle. That's the wilderness, nature, why we go there, different reasons why, what we get out of it. I wrote a song for spring called Spirit of the Gentle Spring. I'll do a spring, summer, fall song and end with some not seasonal but other kinds of music at the end of my presentation here this morning. And this is a sing-along. It's called Spirit of the Gentle Spring, and this is your part. Spirit of the gentle spring, bless the earth where we stand. Enter us and make us whole in harmony with the land. So just repeat this after me, just to get the words. Spirit of the gentle spring,
Spirit of the gentle spring,
bless the earth where we stand.
bless the earth where we stand.
Enter us and make us whole
Enter us and make us whole
in harmony with the land.
in harmony with the land.
Okay, hope you got it. Here we go. turned. Nature made it through the cold. So did my heart, I learned. The warm caresses of the sun excite the waking land. The wondrous miracle of rebirth is again at hand. Yep. Spirit of the gentle spring, bless the earth where we stand. Enter us and make us whole in harmony with the land. The honeybees are making love with the blossoms of the apple tree. Two different kingdoms of the earth join interdependently. Yes, we are different, you and I, but there's much that we can share. Love would surely be the fruit if only we would dare. You can choose to help create a new reality with balance on the inner plane and outer harmony. Just learn to love your inner self, and slowly you will find all the hopes you dream of will unfold in time. Spirit of the gentle spring, bless the earth where we stand. Enter us and make us whole in harmony with the land. Spirit of the gentle spring, bless the earth where we stand. Enter us and make us whole in harmony with the land. I liked all that harping in the reading this morning. Since I play a little bit of Celtic harp, I felt sort of welcomed in my instrument and its voice and music. So give me a second. Close enough. Thank you. Another sing-along. The words to this are, all the flowers of all the tomorrows are found in the seeds of today. Say that with me. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are found in the seeds of today. Give me a second, because sometimes I'm a little stiff when I just start this. I'm a little nervous. This is the way the chorus goes. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are found in the seeds of today. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are found in the seeds of today. When we take a look around us, what do we see? A world that is frozen in time. Everything seems ordered as we pass hurriedly, and the constant seizes our mind. But slow down a minute, take a breath or two. Here's a little secret that between me and you. Out of the present, the future unfolds like a zinnia from its tiny seed. Out of the present, the future unfolds. What we choose creates our destiny. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are found in the seeds of today. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are found in the seeds of today. When I look at my garden, great beauty I see. Lovely flowers reach toward the sun. Long before they were planted, reflection revealed the design and what had to be done. The earth was enriched and the soil was tilled with seeds and plant sets. The garden was filled, protected from dangers and nurtured each day. In time, in the sunlight, the blossoms did play, protected from dangers and nurtured each day. The dream I envisioned soon came my way. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are found in the seeds of today. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are found in the seeds of today. Inside our heart, many seeds have been sown from the choices we've made in the past. If we hurry, their lessons can never be known. With reflection, they blossom and last. So slow down a minute, take a breath or two, get in touch with the wisdom that's hidden in you. With love and attention, our dreams can come true and brighten the future for me and for you. With love and attention, our lives can unfold like a garden with flowers today. All the flowers of all the tomorrows are found in the seeds of today. Let's see, which one? Toy will I play with? I've been a counselor, consultant, retreat leader, retreat master for 35 years. I've done 200 retreats in nature, 200 retreats called the Wilderness Vision Quest. From a day long in, a green space on or near a city to 40 days. Backpacking, fasting, camping, canoeing, horseback rides, trail rides, sailing ships, bicycle trips, you name it. This all comes from an extremely powerful and transforming experience I had in nature 33 years ago, where my life made a big turn, and time in nature really healed a really difficult time for me. So we go to the wilderness. I don't do a lot of the rigorous, rugged stuff much anymore, being 60, but I still do retreats out of retreat centers, and sometimes a day-long hike, or sometimes I take individuals out, sometimes it's a family or a couple, it's been organizational groups. But the thing I know as a counselor is, the further we get from culture, the deeper we can go in consciousness. We have to slough our preoccupations and our concerns, our phones, our cell phones, our pagers, our clients, our business, our families, our children. We need naturalness. We need solitude to get right with nature, to get right with our own nature, with our own body and initiatives, our lessons and learnings. Some people call them mistakes. An experience is a mistake until you learn the lesson. And then it's a growth experience. And so we need time to reflect. We need time to listen in. We need time to let nature in all of its drama and dynamics and energies inspire us, touch us, guide us, heal us. So out of all of that comes a lot of music for me, all of it written in solitude, inspired, opened, healed, excited, and brought to an instrument or two, whatever voice I hear in the wilderness, I bring it to some music. Take a deep breath. This isn't a commercial plug, though it might sound like one. I have a website. It's michaelbrown.org. On the website, I have many articles that I've written. Many of them have to do with finding inspiration in nature. And on the website, I have 2 video documentaries about inspiration in nature. One is called Backyard Vision Quest, and I wander around my large backyard garden and I talk to people about the sort of the spiritual meaning of growing, planting, harvesting, enjoying food. Backyard Vision Quest. Another video I have, that's an hour-long program, a half-an-hour documentary. These have played on television in Richmond. Is called The Dahlia Dude. And one of the things I do is grow dahlias. And so this October I made a documentary, half-an-hour wander through just unbelievably beautiful flowers, my dahlia garden and collection. I have 75 kinds of dahlias. And so just, you click on my website and sorry, but there it is, starts to play, and you might be looking for an article or something else, but you're invited to enjoy some music and, my dahlia dudery. So, michaelbrown.org, come enjoy. Seeds of Today, I play on one that's up on my website now if you like that song and hear it again. And maybe on this video, I don't know what happens to these videos. Lloyd could tell you. Moving from summer and the seeds of today to autumn, which is the season we now enjoy. The song is called The Killing Frost. And autumn comes, the leaves upon the maple start to turn, the hills explode in rainbow colors. The air is cool, the sun grows dimmer day by day, and I feel the life passing. Listen closely to the sound, the crickets and grasshoppers found all summer long will soon stop singing. Their music has enchanted me in quiet moments, set me free on rhythm strong, but not for long, for all too soon will come the killing frost. So intensely do I feel this moment in its fullness. In my heart there is a blessing. Listen closely to my song, for like the cricket I'll be gone in just a moment's passing.
so we move from autumn to winter. We had a big blizzard in the winter of '96. We all got snowed in. We had 18 inches of snow in Richmond on January 8th. And I got snowed in, and I spent a long evening doing mandala art. This is called a mandala, working in a circle, projecting into that circle images from nature, fantasies, or spontaneous art. This was done spontaneously. When we do this kind of art, we don't know what's coming next. But I was very much with the blizzard. And so in the use of and work with visualization, mental imagery, and symbolic and mandala art, we become receptive, we do the art, and then we analyze the art to see what we can learn from it. I'm going to read you a poem about this mandala. It is said by those who know, all snowflakes are unique, as the elements conspire to bring them into form. The truth that is embodied in this pattern now I seek, its meaning and its message, from calm reflection born. Breathtaking in its complexity and depth, each color in the drawing seeks to tell a tale about how my soul and spirit with the world connect, as through this life and space and time it wonderfully sails. A void exists in me, an emptiness seen in dark blue, and out of this sacred chalice pours everything I do. Just as a snowflake tumbles from the universe and sky, from solitude and silence comes this consciousness called I. Receptive sensitivity, the light blue star suggests, an ego, strong, confident, well-defined. To explore completely its potential is the test, as through this actualizes all powers of the body and the mind. Warm affection dwells within, a fundamental love of self, and all relationships have this blessing at their core. Connected mauve, triangle, and star speak of a wealth which touches other with compassion and support. Exuberant enthusiasm can be seen in yellow spheres, dynamic energy created through the act of facing fear. From this, a brilliant luminescence here does play, which draws others to it in a clear, compelling way. In the center is a seed, the origin of all things. The mystery of divine intelligence this symbol sings, which unfolds uniquely as my needs I try to meet. By gifting the world with these resources, destiny I greet. So winter, the season of winter, the season of deep reflection and introspection, of hibernation, touching not the outer world, but the inner self.
We're out of time
Not before you play that.
now. I was thinking when I wondered what I might share of the seasons and the colors and the lessons of nature, but also the many different cultures that live in and find inspiration in nature. I bring the guitar, and I bring the Celtic harp from the Celts, and the Native American flute from the Native Americans. And, you know, we all are of nature. We all need nature. And we all find different ways of expressing that inspiration and that illumination that comes from nature. And so I also play this flute, and I will play an instrumental for you. The song is called The Dolphin's Lament. And as you hear it, let me tell you what was coming to me when this song wrote me. I imagined a great storm. We all have many storms in our lives, and I was having one. But I imagined a great storm and a pod of dolphins managing this storm, and them getting broken up and scattered in the ocean in the great waves. And then the storm passes and the sun starts to shine in the evening as it sets. The dolphins are all scattered about, and there's a dolphin crying out, looking for her pod. The dolphin's lament. Deep breath. The strangest instrument I've learned to play, and it's a difficult instrument to play, is the didgeridoo. And on the video on my website, I call myself the Dahlia Dude, and when I'm playing this, I'm called the Didgeridoo. Now, this is a very difficult instrument to play, and gentlemen, don't remember Russ? John, I think it was you, told me that you had a didgeridoo in here a couple of weeks ago playing. So I immediately thought, well, I'm not going to do it then. They've probably heard somebody that knows how to play the damn thing. But I brought it, so I'm going to play it. I thought I would end with this because of this reason. The didgeridoo is not a musical instrument. It's a vibratory experience. It's a very unusual sound, you know, and it's difficult to play because you have to do rotary breathing, which means you have to breathe in and breathe out at the same time. You have to learn how to do that. And once you establish this rotary breathing, then you create a buzz, and the buzz is constant. Should be constant. And once you get this buzz going, then you add texture to the sound with vocalizations, with percussion, with the diaphragm, with the tongue, the cheeks, the jaw. I mean, it's just a trancing instrument. It's a trancing instrument to play because it's never the same twice. You know, it depends on where am I and how am I feeling, and gee, am I alone or with a group of people, and you know, so many different things like life. You know, we step into the mystery of the moment. We don't know what we're going to do or who we're going to meet or if we'll even make it. But that's the way it is too with this didgeridoo. You know, sometimes it takes 5 or 10 minutes to kind of get it for me, you know, get the buzz going and then start the vocalizations and so forth. It's a little bit difficult, but I will give you a sampling. Now, that's the background of it. Why do I end with this? The life force passes through us and beyond us. It comes from the beginning and it goes forever. Like the buzz of the didgeridoo, the Australians, the Aborigines, have that sense that it's just the buzz. It's the buzz of life. It's the buzz of culture and cultures communicating, cultures at war, our bodies in harmony and our bodies at war, the immune system and the digestive system and the blood and the oxygen. You know, there's so much going on in us, through us, beyond us, after us. That's the buzz. And so the didgeridoo is this eternal buzz. And then we add our stamp on that. You know, we have our moment. We fill with life to the degree that we can open to life. And we sing or dance or share or have children or live and die. And it passes on. And so kind of think about that as you listen to the strange sounds that come from the didgeridoo. And I think maybe I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm going to put the mic down there. As down as it'll go. It's close enough, I suppose. Oh, here now.
Yeah, you got the box.
Found the floor. This is, by the way, a genuine, authentic Australian PVC pipe, which oh, but genuine. No, I got a PVC pipe and bent it with heat and then colored it. And, you know, I have a real didgeridoo at home, but it's very heavy and I don't play it nearly as well as this because I've had this a long time. And the one I have at home is, I'm not that good on it yet. So here we go. I don't have any idea what I'm now going to do. But I will say goodbye, and I'll be back in 3 or 4 minutes. Nature and the human spirit. There you go. Thanks.
Thank you.
The Mule, the Wrangler, and the Canyon. Anybody, ready? Now no one knows for sure when it happened, when the first mare and donkey fell in love. But we know from that unlikely union that a sure-footed mule did evolve. It had its mother's sweet disposition, her long legs and general frame, its daddy's long years, great strength and no fear, but a stubbornness now synonymous with its name. The ancient Egyptians did use them to construct the great pyramids. For centuries on the land they've been helpful to turn sod, stumps, and heavy rocks to rid. They pulled cannons and boats and precious cargo across the most difficult terrain. But when they carried my family through the Grand Canyon, I just had to write this refrain. Who can tell an adequate story of the awesome display nature shows, of the fear and the thrill and the glory, of the towering formations, the wild river below, of the buff-colored limestone and swirling white sandstone, purple-green bright angel shale, stripes of pink granite tell the past of the planet. When the mule trip is over, our spirits do sail. For 2 days on 4 mules we travel along the canyons near vertical slopes, on P.T. Ida, Sugar and Molly's wide saddles, down the long twisting switchbacks to slip we did hope. Out of the world of technology to this awesome and inspiring land, to bond and find a little theology, safe and weathered and wise, Harry Hadley's hands. Now our guide was an old wrangler named Harry. A more perfect man never filled the role. Short, strong, and wiry of body, with a cactus bloom open kind of soul. For 17 years his kids he nurtured. Lost his wife when her horse stumbled and rolled, shifted. They caught Utah's wild cattle. Now high in the saddle he herds green hordes through the canyons of old. Who can tell inadequate story of the awesome display nature shows, of the fear and the thrill and the glory of the towering formations, the wild Colorado, of the buff-colored limestone and swirling white sandstone, purple, green, bright angel shale, stripes of pink granite tell the past of a planet. When the mule trip is over, our spirits do sail. Now my wife, she's a reasonable woman, so she wanted no part of this trip. When it started, her stomach was churning. At the end, a bright smile graced her lips. My 18-year-old daughter loved it. She was delighted but mighty scared at times. My 20-year-old son and I never seemed to feel the fright, but excitement sure clears the mind. Who can tell an adequate story of the awesome display nature shows, of the fear and the thrill and the glory of the towering formation, the wild river below, of the buff-colored limestone and swirling white sandstone, purple, green, bright angel shale, stripes of pink granite tell the past of a planet. When the mule trip is over, our spirits do sail. Each new landscape deepened the mystery, as ever onward and more sorely we rode. Through 2 billion years of history, the encounter will transform your soul. From the barren rock spiraling cathedral to Indian gardens lush green, the vast canyon vistas will always stay with us, like the memory of what a family can be. Who can tell an adequate story of the awesome display nature shows, of the fear and the thrill and the glory of the towering formations, the wild river below, of the buff-colored limestone and swirling white sandstone, purple, green, bright angel shale, stripes of pink granite tell the past of a planet. When the mule trip is over,